Good afternoon, everyone. This is a quick video kind of introducing this unit and giving where you can find a review of some previous topics you should know to be able to do this unit. Just so you know, this unit is about relationships. It typically only takes about 2.5 weeks. And in fall of 2020, it's pretty much just going to take 2 weeks. And on the unit page, which is on our main website, and you can go to it right here. Of course, you know that our main website is www.karabihealthpe.com, and then you click on the health page, and then you can be able to use a navigation menu at the top to be able to find the specific unit. We're talking about relationships right now, so let's go to that particular page. When you go down, it says unit assignments. There's only constructive responses for this unit. Oh, excuse me, only constructive responses will be given for this unit. You're going to have, give or take, about a week to do one. And the projects associated with this particular unit are not going to be until the sexual health unit during second report card period. So we're doing content now, then holding off and going into the next section. Moving right along, the unit topic pages are qualities of healthy relationships, unhealthy relationships, dating, intimate partner, and domestic violence. And then you may also want to view the conflict resolution page. With that being said, the big questions are: what are the qualities of healthy relationships? How important are relationships to me? How do I identify and protect myself from dating violence? And how do I save relationships while solving disagreements? This is an art project that was posted by Madeline Slack, who's currently a senior. When I'm recording this video, she made it when she was a junior. It was used by permission. There's a whole artist statement on here, but basically she has two different pictures. One is not together and one is together. And look at the difference in how the hands are being grabbed and grasped. And so her artist statement goes and is speaking about what these art projects mean to her. And that's the thing about relationships, is that there's certain qualities that make them healthy and successful. But before you do that, you need to go and review what relationships are. On this page, there's a Google Doc and Google spreadsheet that's there to be able to share with you. And for our purposes, we're not going to read it word for word, but just in case you want to see it, it's basically a middle school activity where you define different relationships. So there's a definition on the top, and then it talks about the two main types of relationships: relationships you have to have and relationships you want to have. So relationships you have to have are like blood family, biological family. So you're stuck with them. Like, they're not going anywhere. You could not have a relationship with them when you get older, but right now there's not much of a choice you can do most of the time. And then relationships you want to have are relationships you choose to be in. So those would include partners or friends or best friends or things like that. So that is something that needs to be considered and remembered as we're talking about that. So let me fix something here while I'm at it and make this so that you can actually see the whole thing. There you go. And then there's relationships you need to be in. All right. So you may or may not choose these, but you need to be part of them. So those are things like a doctor or an employer, and you can change the relationships. So you can get a new job, you can go to a different doctor, but you need to be in certain relationships. So have to be in, want to be in, need to be in. And the need to be ones are different for every person. The want to ones, who you get along with, is different for every person. And then the have. And then it goes into categories. You may have learned this in 5th grade. And this is primary. Actually, you probably learned it in like 3rd grade. But you have your primary family, your secondary family, your extended family. And they're stars because they don't always work. So like, for example, some people will place their grandparents in the primary family, and step parents and step siblings and things can be in primary family. And then the aunts or uncles that are not really your aunts and uncles, but you call them that because they're close to you, or you've known them since you were a little kid, or they're good friends of your parents, like those kinds of things. So you can move who falls into primary family, secondary family, extended family for the most part. But that's family. And then we talk about friends. And with friends, you think about, like, there's close friends, there's best friends, there's acquaintances and things like that. But some people put their friends within their family. So Later on in life, that's works. Like I said, a really close friend of your mom or dad, you might call them aunt or uncle. So right now, you might have a best friend, and oh, they're like my sister, they're like my brother, they're like my cousin, and that's great. And you can think that, but they still fall under the friend category right now. They're still not blood family yet. They will be maybe someday, but right now they're still friends, and that could be debated or argued. And if you really want to put them in family, then go ahead. But where I got this from, friends is a totally different category. Then you have acquaintances, which aren't really family or friends. They're just kind of people you know and you run into from time to time. You kind of are involved with those. So that might include like the clerk at Wawa, it might be an acquaintance. They might not be a friend. Then there's other. So the other could be relationships you have a specific purpose with. Some of these might be your friends. Some of these might be your mentors. Some of these people you might consider family, you might consider friends. So it depends, but whatever. So as an activity, if you want to, then make a list of the people in your life that fall into each category and try to see where some people overlap. Like where do some people like my friends actually still fall into family too? So that's all. Just wanted to bring you that quick introduction, and I'll see you in class. Thanks. See ya.